if you find yourself excited about watercolor in painting, whatever, I'm gonna show you how feeling excited about your art will not actually, yeah, it will not help your art, your artistic journey in the long run. And because the other day I had an in-person event with some entrepreneur that were speaking in English. I'm used to speak in French, but during that weekend, I gave them feedback about themselves because they were in a hot seat, and everyone was talking about you could do that, you could do that, you could do that, and I was listening. And in the end of any hot seat, I I told them what I felt about them, and some of them I told them something that they weren't expecting at all. One of them I told him, "It's funny to see that you have this tendency to feel miserable in your life." And listening to that without out of any context, it could seem very harsh, but actually this guy, he thanked me for telling him that, because he told me, wow, you were able to see in me something that I don't even see. You cut through the noise, went straight to the point, and told me something that I wasn't aware of, but that helped me tremendously now, because I could see all the patterns that happened in my life, and those patterns revolved around this thing of, yeah, me feeling miserable in my life. And I repeat that again until you told me that. And another one, I told him, you are talking about vanity project that your customer want to do, but you have as much vanity as those people, those customer you are working with. So stop feeling any vanity in you. And if you see the vanity in you, you will stop seeing vanity in other people. And when I told him that, he told me, wow, you saw some blind spots in me. And when I saw that, I was so excited. Like, maybe you are excited about your art, but I was so excited about, wow, I thought that I could only coach and help people that want to do watercolor painting. But I can coach people who are entrepreneur, who are business owner. And even in English, I don't need to limit myself to the French language. And this is something that I was so excited about. And I told that with my coach, and I told her that I don't know if really I want to do that, because a few days later, I was I didn't feel pretty sure about coaching business owners and so on, because I felt so connected to my watercolor students, and this is something that I really want to do. And when I compare that to business owner, yeah, maybe it could be another activity that could help me earn more money, but it didn't resonate with me at that time, a few days later. And this coach, she told me something that is so important for me. She told me that there is a difference between feeling excited and feeling inspired. Feeling excited is you seeing something in your art or in your business or in whatever that is so good, that is such an opportunity, that you only see the goods in it. And you feel pumped up, you feel high. And thing is that this feeling has to be linked to the opposite, which is depression. As soon as you feel kind of excitation, that you are excited about the project, you set yourself for feeling depressed at the same level, because excitation is has to be linked with depression. So she told me that, yeah, when you feel excited about something, you should be careful, because you don't see all the cons, all the drawbacks, all the weaknesses of this project. because you only see the things that are great, that are wonderful, that we're going to be amazing. But thing is that there is another feeling that is inspiration. When you are inspired by something, she told me, do you recall a moment where you felt inspired but not excited? And I told her, yeah, just this morning. This morning I was painting, and I wasn't that ease with this painting because it was a bridge and in a town, and it was so complicated, and I was struggling in planning this painting, in envisioning the outcome, the result. And I told her that I was struggling, but at the same time I knew I could do it, and at the same time I wanted to do it. And then I started to paint, and I knew that, okay, there are as many pros as there are cons in this execution of the painting, because, okay, I feel that the watercolor painting is slipping from my mind, from my hand. I cannot execute exactly how I want it to be executed, and at the same time, I have to let it flow. I have to let it go. It was really difficult, and at the same time, it was really great to feel that, okay, I have to dance with watercolor. And she told me, you know what? Excitation is a very high energy feeling, but inspiration, actually, you feel at peace when you are inspired, because you can see the whole picture of the thing. You can see all the negatives and all the positives of the same thing. And I can tell you by just you speaking that you are inspired when you paint. You are inspired as well when you teach watercolor. But when you are talking about coaching business owner, you are excited because you see the opportunity without seeing all the negatives. And fortunately, your consciousness reminds you that maybe it's not the path you want to go, you want to take. Because if you don't feel that, after a few days you feel like, oh, maybe I don't know if I really want to do that, it's your subconscious reminding you that maybe it's not something that resonates with you. And you were excited. Now you feel some depression in order to rebalance that excitation. And this is something that was so powerful to me. Now that I see where I can be inspired instead of being excited, I know that this is a path I have to go. I have to go through. And if you feel excited about your art, be careful, beware of all the things that you don't see. And if you see all the negatives and the positives at the same time in your art, okay, what am I not seeing here? What do I miss here by being excited about my art, about my heart as well? What do you miss? What do you don't, yeah, what don't you see? And this is something that is so powerful because it gives you power around, okay, I will not be high again, but at the same time, I won't be depressed again about my art. And this is the reason why we can feel kind of miserable or depressed about our art sometimes, because we envision something that is not the reality, and it's a dream outcome that we are so excited about that we forgot completely the rest, the day-to-day life and all the negatives associated to that dream. So I hope that this video was helpful, and see you next time.